Oh my, that ending of this episode of Garo. That maid just killed someone that reminded her of her sister and told that horror to eat her leg. Wow, that went unexpectedly dark at the end of this episode. Like, I did not expect to see that monster come up and just devour that girl. Like, you see this girl get chomped down on, she gets bit into, you see her legs just twitching around. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Just to see that scene at the end of this episode, like, yo, it's very gruesome. Just very, very gruesome for a Garo episode, because I just didn't expect to see that. Usually something like that would be censored, but it really wasn't that censored, to be honest. Like, you just see this horror pop out, bite into the girl, it kills her, and then bites off, the maid's leg, and then she gets away scot-free at the end of the episode. Just that ending. That was intense. Like, oh my god. Like, the music, the way the music was playing, especially when the, like, little string, like the wire that wrapped around her leg and she had to run. That animation on that scene. Oh my god. That animation on that scene when you hear the music playing and you just see, like, she's like, oh shit, I've just been discovered, and she starts running. That was a really good scene of this episode of Garo, and I cannot put that scene down at all. So, moving past, the ending segment, this episode overall, it's a slow-paced episode that builds up for the next upcoming arc. For instance, as we know, Mendoza is alive, and that has been confirmed with this episode of Garo. Mendoza looks a lot older than he did a couple episodes ago, but he's still around, he's still alive, he's still doing some form of schemes and dastardly deeds. We don't know exactly what he's doing, but Herman's trying to defend him. Like, he's about to go and fight his own son to get to Mendoza and defend him. So, the fuck? Like, why would, the Maokai Knights and all that, the Order, want to help out Mendoza after he's been exiled and stuff and all the stuff he's done? Like, why would they want to help him? So, a lot of questions are building up in this episode of Garo, and that leads into the first segment of this episode. So, at first, I thought that maid, that blonde-haired maid that was introduced in this episode, I thought she was actually going to be a romance route for Alfonso. That's exactly what I thought was going to go on, since, you had to where Leon and Emma got together, and they had their little sexy time together last episode, and it's kind of obvious in this episode they did have that sexy time because the way they acted. So, the romance is confirmed, the pairing is confirmed between Emma and Leon, and if you don't like it, well, you're just going to have to suck it up and deal with it, because that's going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's a good episode of Garo. I mean, it takes the time to build up. It's a really good episode. I have no complaints with it, to be honest. But it's very simple, straightforward, and that's about it. I want to end this review here. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.